Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy JP, welcome to the channel. This is a Solar Titan build video. We're going to be using the Phoenix Cradle exotic, which will give your allies some support abilities from your Solar Titan class. Solar Invictus lasts twice as long. Allies who pass through your sunspots are granted Solar Invictus and Solar Restoration. In the Sunbreaker aspect tree, this is Solar Invictus. Solar ability Final Blows, Hammer of Soul impacts, and defeating scorched targets create sunspots. Your sunspots, your abilities regenerate faster when you're in the sunspot, and your super drains more slowly while standing in sunspot. And then your sunspots scorch enemies and give you restoration at the same time. This is a support build, and you're going to be using the melee to generate soul wells and healing for your allies. So you need 3 solar pieces. Your exotic boots, the Phoenix Cradle, can be whatever you want them to be, and you need the Arc Titan marked. Here's the reason why. Once you use your melee ability, you can restore your melee ability by using some super energy, by using a finisher on the enemy. So this is very handy in case you lose your solar hammer. So I'm running melee well maker, melee whale maker, a well of life mod to give you enhanced healing when you pick up a solar well, and then well of ordnance. Picking up a solar well grants you additional grenade energy, and then bountiful well, which basically allows you to spawn multiple wells when using identical mods like melee well maker. So if you got 2 melee well makers, it will spawn like 2 additional wells. So yeah, here's a setup: 3 of 3 solar pieces. Exotic piece doesn't matter, arc piece to give you 1-2 finish, melee well maker, well of life, well of ordnance, grenade energy, and bountiful wells. So well of ordnance gives you quite a large boost of grenade energy. If you pick up like 3 or 4 wells, you can restore your grenade in full. It's pretty good in restoring grenade energy. And the most important, and of course as a Titan, you want to be running 100 resilience to get that 40% damage reduction right there. Everything else doesn't matter. Melee doesn't matter because you'll be using the Titan hammers. As soon as you pick up the hammer, you get it back in full anyway, and it grants cure. So if you hit an enemy with it and you pick it up, you get a little bit of healing. And you want to run healing grenade. This will help keep you alive in an emergency situation when you're about to die in like a raid or something. Barricade, run whatever you want, whatever jump you want. So of course you'll be running Soul Invictus. You want to run Roaring Flame, so every time you get a kill with your hammer or grenade, increases the power of it up to 3 times, and your hammer keeps getting more and more powerful. And then the fragments, Amber of Solace gives you increased radiation and restoration effects. So you want your healing to last as long as possible, and your radiant gives you weapon boost. And then applying cure, restoration, or radiant to allies gives you increased regeneration for your abilities. And then powered melee attacks give you radiant, that makes your weapons more powerful. So as soon as you hit an enemy with hammer, increase weapon damage. And then your scorch stacks increase. You know, this is good for very chunky targets or just any enemies really. So you know, your sunspots will apply more scorch to the enemies and ignite them. Yeah, so that's pretty much the build. I'll show you some gameplay in the background. Of course, you can run solar weapons or weapons like with incandescent to complement this build, but you can run pretty much whatever weapon you want. Incandescent weapons synergize, Firefly synergizes as well. You know, solar weapons, Galahorn, but pretty much works with any weapons. Also for the super, I use Armor of Soul opposed to Burning Maul, because Armor of Soul creates Sunspot. If you wanted to help a teammate and you got your super active, just throw Hammer of Soul down at their feet. That's like a, you know, that will basically heal them in a nightfall. You just throw your hammers all over the floor, so whenever your teammates just run over it, just heals them. So it's pretty crazy. As well as the Well of Life mod as well, which heals whenever you pick up a solar well. So this stacks with restoration as well, and you'll be picking up solar wells all the time. So I'll show you some gameplay in the background. Let me know if you got a more efficient build than this. If this video helped you out, like and subscribe. See you next video.